Stress can be defined as any type of change that causes physical, emotional, or psychological strain. Stress is your body's response to anything that requires attention or action. Everyone experiences stress to some degree. The way you respond to stress, however, makes a big difference to your overall well-being. In this figure shows the prevalence among medical students in School of Medical Science, University Sains Malaysia according to year of study in 20XX. According to first-year admission students, the university has a rather high rate of stressed students. This is because students have to get used to getting to make a new friends, even those of different races, and also make it difficult to find new friends and cause some students to develop depression because they do not have friends when they enter university in the first year. However, upon enrollment in the second year, students was facing progressively demanding assignments that would require them to remain up until morning to finish. Students in their third year will be indifferent about the homework since they are used to stressing over it, which causes them to be able to manage themselves so that they do not experience tension. The stress percentage among the student climbed gradually in the fourth year. This is because the student will be confronted with a challenging assignment, as well as inconvenient surroundings. Many people believe that approaching the final year will be more difficult. However, this is not the case for university students. This is because they are accustomed to the environment and may even limit their friendship circle and squabble among those who can be trusted and can assist them. Overall, we can prevent stress if we are clever enough to conquer it. Sometimes the tension caused not only by the assignment, but also by toxic people around us. Stress consists of two categories, that is positive stress and harmful stress. Types of stress among medical students in School of Medical Sciences, University Sains Malaysia in 20XX, such as eustress. Eustress can aid to increase performance and decision-making by increasing motivation, attention, and energy. It is often of a brief duration. Eustress is what motivates us and propels us on. It benefits not only our mental health, but also our physical health. Starting a new demanding subject, joining a new part-time job, or simply starting university in the first place, are all examples of eustress among university students. All of these things might make us apprehensive, but they ultimately challenge us and make us stronger. It is critical that when you are anxious, you can distinguish between tension caused by a task and working hard to improve yourself and stress caused by a threat. While the challenge is beneficial to our health, the danger can have major negative consequences if we do not develop appropriate coping skills. Distress has the ability to impair academic and interpersonal performance. Mental distress in undergraduate medical students has been widely documented, and it is a source of worry in both industrialized and developing nations. Medical students known to have greater levels of emotional anguish than the general population and their peers. Medical education entails a rigorous curriculum as well as clinical training. The length of a medical degree varies by country. Some provide 4-year graduate degrees, while others offer 5- or 6-year undergraduate programs. Medical students study specific information, abilities, and attitudes that prepare them to become effective physicians. Nonetheless, this physically and mentally rigorous medical curriculum may have unfavorable impacts on the learner's health. Hypostress is when a person feels bored or unchallenged. Hypostress develops. Hypostressed people are frequently restless and unmotivated. A university student who is doing recurrent homework may be under stress. Hypostress arises when you are really bored or do not have anything in your life that motivates you. You are more prone to have hypotension if you go to study every day at the same time, same place, and do the same repetitive job. Causes of stress among students. 1. Emotional factors. Make new friends and to adapt with new environment. This may affect the students with eustress, but also distress. In their first year of admission in the university, the student will meet new people, and they will enjoy making new friends even they are nervous, but excited meeting others at first. They will adapt themselves to their new places well. However, a person with introvert personality will have a problem socialize with others and awkward when others approach them. This will make it hard for them to get along with others and take a long time to adapt with their new environment. This will cause distress to the student. Furthermore, some of the students may be far away from home and their family, so they will have the feeling of homesickness. Inner emotional conflicts. Many people have to deal with internal emotional difficulties, such as depression, sadness, anxiety, and low self-esteem. The same problem also faced by medical students who are dealing with personal issues. If they can't manage or separate their emotional conflicts and personal problems from their student life, it will have an impact on their mental health during their studies, increasing the chances of getting stress. If they are dealing with emotional issues, they will not be able to maximize their work to perform their best and focusing on their regular duties. It may have an impact on their academic performance, resulting in a poor grade. 2. Work factors. Heavy workload. As the student's year of study progresses, they will likely be faced with a more difficult phase of their syllabus. As a result, they will have a harder time completing their task. They will have to work much harder and sleep late at night to complete their assignment. Not getting enough sleep at night to finish their assignments and having to attend courses during the day will drain their energy and put them under mental strain. This can also lead to poor time management to balance their daily routine and activities with the desire to complete their assignment right before the deadlines, which will give so much pressure. This is why, as this medical student's study year progresses, their stress level rises. Pressure to perform meet rising. Expectation. Every students have their own target to graduate with good result. Some of student parents also have high expectations for their children to get excellent result. In order to come with good result, students have to put real effort in every assessment they work on. This will surely cause a lot of pressure for them to come out with an excellent work for all of their assignment, especially when they lack of control over how to organize their work. A lot of assignment given at once with a very critical time of deadlines will surely stressing the students. They will have hard time to organize which work that have to be their priorities, since all tasks are important to submit on time. Besides, students have to take time and effort to complete their task that will fulfill the scope of the task. 3. Personal factors. Financial problem. Pursuing study costs lots of expense. It costly to pay for study fee, buy study equipment and needs, and also student personal expenses and needs. Some student may come from an average family. They have to make educational loan in order to support their education expenses during the year. However, the loan may not be sufficient to cover their personal needs, as well as the study resources they require throughout the year. With limited amount of expenses, they will also have limited study resources they can buy or get. This will put some other kind of burden for the student to expense the limited money efficiently throughout their studies year. Unpleasant health condition. Some of the students may have health problem that can disrupt them even on a regular basis. It may have an impact on their activities as students and their ability to accomplish their duties. This might cause worry in the students because they are aware that they are putting their health at risk when overworking for their assignment. They must take special care of themselves while working on their assignments and going through their everyday routines to avoid harming their health, which sometimes will be some kind of pressure knowing you can't push yourself harder. Positive ways to cope with stress. 1. Emotional focused coping strategies. In this type of coping strategy, we manipulate our emotions in response to the situation while attempting to overcome stress. We employ this strategy when we have no control over the stressful situation. Some stressors are beyond our control or change, so we try to cope by managing our emotions. When medical students are stressed about their studies or assignments, they can overcome their stress by controlling their emotions and replacing negative feelings with positive ones. 2. Cognitive coping strategies. In this type of coping strategies, we manage stress with the help of our cognition. In this type, we control our thoughts and manipulate them to manage the stressful situations. We manage our thoughts related to stress and those cause stress. Reframe your thoughts. You must replace your negative thoughts with positive ones in this strategy. Focusing on the good and positive aspects of a stressful situation will help you manage the stress. Whenever you're having a negative thought, try to put it aside. As medical students, they are worried about their grades or exams, so they must identify the negative thoughts that cause stress and try to replace them with positive ones. This will aid in the management of student stress. 3. Behavioral coping strategies. Exercise, deep breathing, and relaxation techniques. Exercise keeps both your body and mind active and motivated. During exercise, certain chemicals in the brain are released, allowing us to focus on things that make us happy and reduce stress. Deep breathing also aids in stress management. When you are stressed, try to take deep breaths, meditate, or use another relaxation technique. This will assist you in overcoming your stress and providing you with strength. Medical students will be able to cope with stress by engaging in exercises and other relaxation techniques. Students who continue to exercise will keep their bodies and minds healthy. It can lighten students' burdens and give them strength. Connect with family and friends. When your stress becomes unbearable and you are unable to control it, try to spend more time with your family and friends. Don't keep it to yourself or feel embarrassed to tell them about your problems. Share your concerns with those who love and care for you. If you don't have a trustworthy person in your life, seek professional assistance. You cannot manage everything on your own. Being a medical student, for example, is extremely stressful. When they are unable to control their stress, they must spend their time and share their problems with family and friends or someone they can trust. They must always believe that many people care about them.